pretty stoked about this rain that wasn't called for. It's been brutally hot and dry, but I woke this morning feeling hurting all over. I think some of it, my neck was pinching my shoulders, so that hurt. My arms were numb, and maybe that's because yesterday I was up there trying to putty woodpecker holes that they had got in eating the larvae of the carpenter bees. See that little doohickey there? That's to catch carpenter bees. It's a good trap, really. But anyway, I was reaching over my head, so maybe that's why my arm hurt. And then my lower back, I've been doing all kinds of crazy things. You know, I ripped off that staircase and took it to the construction landfill, and then was at Lowe's carrying around 12-foot pieces of lumber. I'm going to give you a quick tutelage. This is not, do not follow these instructions. If you want to build a set of stairs, watch a YouTube video on somebody who knows how to build stairs. But here are a few things that I learned, basic things that people mostly know. Here is the staircase. There's all this stuff I've got to take down to the compost. I'm going to harvest some echinacea. Even the little bits of poison ivy I have on me are bothering me. Just everything. It's kind of erupted this morning, and I've got a few hour window in the rain, so I'm going to pick some fresh echinacea and make some tea. I'm making some turnip and potato soup, so those are the compost the scraps to take to the compost. And then I've got it's late July, so it's time for succession plantings. It looks a bit in my garden like there are things that just didn't grow, but I've harvested some things. So I'm going to harvest the rest of the turnips and blanch them and freeze them and plant cucumbers. It's not too late in the season for that. I've never been successful with them, but maybe this year. Some more mustard that just came for free, so I'm going to do that. And this, oh wait, did I say cucumbers? I didn't. Yeah, I did mean cucumbers. The other one is, because I had some great pickles the other day, I thought I'd make pickles. This is dragon tongue. I know it looks like watermelon, right? But it's really beans. So I'm going to plant those. They came from an interesting company. I want to see how good their seeds are. Their garden looked fantastic on the YouTube video. Anyway, I made a lot of mistakes with this staircase. But a couple things that I learned was, number one, use pressure-treated wood. This is probably something most people know. I did not know. I did read and was rather proud of knowing that lumber isn't always exactly what it says. So if it's like a 1 by 6 by 12, it's really maybe a 1 by 5.75 by 11.75, something close to that. Well, it also works on the other end. So I was building the stairs and I was wondering about why the ends were kind of curved. Somebody told me use quarter round, and I'm thinking, I don't want to even put another piece of wood that might slip off. So I found that, and all the stair parts are gone. It's the pandemic, and there's just a shortage of a lot of different materials. There's a shortage of pressure treated wood. You can't get any 1 by 2s or 2 by 2s, and I have to go to a pretty far away store to get what I do need. But I ended up getting deck lumber, which deck lumber is actually curved at the edge. But what I learned about deck lumber is when it says it's 1 by 6 by 12, it's really 1 by 6 by 12 and a half. And it's really not 1 inch. It's, I said 1 by 6 by 12 and a half. It was 5/4 of an inch by 6 by 12 and a half. So just call the lumber store in advance. The other thing that I learned was going to Lowe's in rural Virginia right now during the pandemic can be a horrifying experience. So I try not to. So I bought a bunch of common nails online. Well, look, a couple days into it, they're already rusting. So anyway, those are a few things that I learned. So this is a little higher, but I'm figuring, hey, it's rustic, it's artistic. So down to the garden now. I haven't heard a peep from my tenants here. I'm going to get up there and check. William, my sort of son-in-law, was up there and said it's 4 muskrats. But maybe the snakes got them. I saw a smaller black snake. So the black snake had babies grown into this table when I was in there the other day. But I'm trying to make as few trips as possible because I'm wearing this boot, and that's probably part of why I had such weird contortions on that ladder, trying to stay stable. And I'm going to get pretty muddy, so I'm pretty pumped today that I'm getting a second boot. I fractured my ankle last summer hiking in the Rockies, and I haven't stayed off it. Uh-oh, something's attacking the broccoli. What I'm going to do, there's going to be a lot of lettuce coming up here, but I'm going to get in between the arugula, clear that out for spaces for seeds, and then pull up these turnips. So I'll have that whole row. And then you can see there's a lot of echinacea to harvest. Beets are liking this rain. There were 3 large deer only yards away from the garden yesterday. Oh my, this beet looks a lot better. I'm going to check out these weren't growing at all, and now they're everywhere. I want to check out the corn to see if we're beating the aphid infestation. What is that moth? Look how pretty all the zinnias came up. I'm going to plant some more zinnias today because I can, because I'll probably get another harvest, and they'll be so pretty. For some reason, the colors are deeper in the fall. I don't know if it's the sky against the sky or the colors of the sun, but I want to show you something that I just saw. Let me peek over here and show you all the... You can't quite see them. All the mums coming up. But look, the first shiny face. The sunflower face. Hello, sunflower. Isn't it fun how much it looks like the black-eyed Susans? Hey, pretty little black-eyed Susan. Have a good day.